Hey everyone, it's Andrew. So this is going to be a follow-up video on the Samsung CJ791 monitor and issues I've had with getting it repaired and replaced through Samsung. Some of you may have followed my prior videos, but others might be new to this. I've done multiple videos as far as an unboxing video when I first got it, as well as like a 1-month follow-up as far as setting it up with the Thunderbolt monitor and everything I have as far as a desk setup. Additionally, I did kind of a delayed video at 3 months showing the features both on the front and back of the monitor in kind of a detailed format. I've done those 3 separate videos, and then I did more recently a follow-up video on issues I had with the screen where there was the edge of the screen was showing light. And so in that video I discussed the fact that I sent the monitor back to Samsung. And so this video currently is following up on that whole entire situation because there's recent development, and I want to just kind of update all of you viewing this and following these videos, just because if you're in the market or have purchased this monitor, I just want to give you my personal experience with Samsung. So if you haven't watched those, go ahead and watch those, but you can come back to this video. Long story short, I'm currently on the phone with Samsung. At this point, as you can tell, it's been about an hour. I finished work and drove all the way home and decided to essentially start this video while I'm on the phone with them. So I'll keep this silent, and then if they pick up, I'll get on the phone. But in summary, so since last video, I ended up sending back the Samsung monitor through a repair request. So I made the request. They essentially sent me a shipping label through UPS to have it dropped off at UPS. And then UPS would package it and deliver it to Samsung. And then the warranty essentially allows either repair or replacement depending on the circumstances. As far as my experience with that, I had issues with dropping it off at UPS where I was a little bit worried. Sorry, I'm just listening on this. A little bit worried about the fact that I did not have the original packaging, and like just dropping off the monitor and shipping it out and having UPS to like package it. I was a little bit worried about it getting damaged or having it not covered. I called Samsung. They essentially said just drop it off. They're specialized as far as UPS, as far as packaging this type of thing. So I dropped it off, looked for the tracking label as far as shipping it out for several days and didn't see anything. Ultimately, after 5 days, the monitor was never shipped out. I had to call UPS and Samsung. Samsung essentially said they can't control anything on their end, and it was reaching the point where they were actually going to revoke the repair request because it was 5 days. Which was kind of frustrating. And so I called UPS. UPS essentially said that the person that specialized in packaging that type of shipment, the monitors, was out due to illness or something like that. And they would be like returning on the following Monday. That Monday, I called UPS again. They ultimately shipped it out in time, or planned on shipping it out, and they used the original shipping label. What happened was Samsung revoked the repair request in the process that same day. So I had to go back and call Samsung, tell them about the situation. UPS actually shipped it already. So based on the shipping label, they already sent it out, but Samsung already revoked the repair request. So they kind of reissued a repair request through that to send it to their facility. So it finally got sent out to Samsung. I got a confirmation that I got sent out. It took about a week and a half or 2 weeks, and then Samsung notified me that the monitor could not be repaired and they offered replacement. So this was about 2 weeks ago, and they said that they would follow up, that I should expect in 7 to 10 days confirmation of having it sent out back to me with a replacement new monitor. I didn't hear anything back for about 7 to 10 days, and ultimately called, I think it was last Friday, so it's currently Tuesday of the week. I called last Friday right after Thanksgiving, spoke to somebody on the phone. They essentially said that the confirmation number going through the warehouse to ship out the replacement wasn't issued yet, and that I should check back in about like 5 to 7 days if I don't hear back for anything as far as whether the replacement was sent out. So Tuesday of this week, I got both an email and a call earlier today. The email essentially said that there are no replacements available because they don't have it in stock, and they offered a store credit for $660 to kind of provide credit to Samsung through their website. So in the process, also as part of the email, they said that I have 3 days to respond, and if I don't respond, essentially that repair request or replacement request would be kind of like put on hold until I contacted them. And so in the process right now, I'm calling them right now as far as trying to get in touch with them. So I called them about an hour ago. So if you look, it's about an hour. Sorry, it doesn't focus, but it's been an hour at this point, and I'm still on hold and waiting to hear back. Essentially what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to just ask for a total refund, because to be honest, I set up my entire desk setup with the Thunderbolt 3 monitor capability in mind. So my keyboard, my mouse, my monitor light stand, my speakers, everything was set up to go through the monitor. So without a Thunderbolt 3 monitor, this is all useless to me now, and I feel like I've wasted a ton of money building this around a monitor that I don't even have access to and can no longer use. Additionally, if you look on Samsung's website, Best Buy, Amazon, Walmart, the Samsung CJ791 is no longer in stock. So Samsung offering me a credit or store credit for their website is utterly useless to me at this point, because I really need a Thunderbolt 3 monitor to use any of this. And so I'm kind of out of luck from that standpoint, and so them offering store credit won't be useful. So now what I'm doing is kind of looking at alternative options as far as purchasing something else instead. So I've looked at the LG makes a Thunderbolt 3 monitor that I think comes in 32 and 34 inches. The only issue is it's much more expensive. It's around like $1,200 to $1,400 depending on where you look. And I'm kind of worried about spending that much money, because that's essentially double the price of the Samsung CJ791. Also, the other monitor that I've kind of briefly looked at was there's a BenQ makes a monitor that's a 32-inch model that has Thunderbolt 3 capability as well. So I'm probably going to look for an alternative monitor, hoping that Samsung indeed gives me a refund. I feel like they are obligated to if they don't offer the product or the replacement according to the warranty, because the warranty does say they either repair or replace it. It doesn't really state anything about store credit, so essentially I should get my money back from that standpoint, because they're not fulfilling the warranty aspect. Looking back on the whole situation, I really did like the monitor. I enjoyed it. I liked the fact that I had it and I could do the Thunderbolt 3 capability and connect everything. While I had it, it was a great monitor. I just had that issue with the screen, and I wanted to address it sooner rather than later, because if it got later and the warranty started running out, I didn't want to run into that issue as far as getting it repaired or fixed later on. So that issue came about, they couldn't repair it, and now they can't replace it because it's simply out of stock. So I'm kind of out of a monitor and kind of wasted all this money on all these other things for the desk. I'll try to find some sort of replacement monitor, and I'll do some sort of review on that when I get to it. But I just really wanted to do a video kind of notifying you as far as the update, as far as the repair, the replacement, and my whole experience. In general, the customer service when you get them on the phone is okay. Like, they're receptive and they do answer questions. It's just the wait time's really bad. Like, we're at an hour and 3 minutes, and it takes a while. On Friday when I called, it took 45 minutes on hold. So that's pretty frustrating. It is a busy time of the year, so I understand that. The other thing I did mention on Friday when I talked to them was they mentioned that with the replacement, I asked about the warranty status and whether they were extended a month, because they've had the monitor for a month. And they said that they would not do that. So keep that in mind, is if you do have issues and have to send it back, you're going to lose a portion of that warranty as far as this whole process. And I've had issues from the beginning with shipping. For instance, when they first shipped it out, they shipped it out through FedEx. They only delivered it like during the day. I couldn't schedule the delivery, and they wouldn't hold the package at the local FedEx facility. So it almost hit like 7 to 10 days, and they were actually going to send back the package to Samsung, despite the fact that I was never available during the day to pick it up due to my work schedule. Ultimately, I had to call FedEx and literally arrange it to be scheduled on a Saturday morning when I was available. So I anticipated even if they sent back or tried to send back a replacement, I'd probably have issues again as far as delivery. That's really it though. I'm pretty frustrated with the whole experience as far as the monitor and like the customer service and the whole replacement repair aspect. I'm hoping to just get my money back and kind of put it towards a different monitor at this point. Hopefully something like large, ultra wide monitor like the LG, but that's even double the cost of the current monitor. So I don't know whether I'm interested in looking into that. The other option is essentially I can do like a cheaper monitor with either USB-C capability or a hub adapter, but the whole point of this was to avoid that and have the Thunderbolt 3 capability built into it. So what I'll do now is essentially we're at an hour and 5 minutes, as you can tell. They still haven't picked up. I'll kind of finish this video off by like essentially I'll talk to them on the phone hopefully and kind of see what they say, and then following that I'll do a second segment of this video essentially saying what the conclusion was. Hopefully it'll just be a refund. That'd be my happiest resolution to this situation, but it's kind of frustrated because now I've got all these things sitting around that I can't use. So for all of you that have been watching and following with the Samsung CJ791, I appreciate you watching and following these videos. I hope that my videos in general have provided a good experience as far as the capability, what you can do with it, and how good a monitor it is when it works. But I had that issue with the screen and I thought I should get it replaced, but unfortunately they don't have any in stock, so I'm kind of out of luck from that standpoint. If you have any specific questions about the experience and things like that, please post them below. I'm happy to answer them. And please subscribe, please like my videos, and I'll definitely do a follow-up video as far as when I get a different monitor or get my desk set up again. It is really unfortunate because I love the desk setup with everything I have. It's just right now I don't even have the monitor, so I don't even use my desk at this point just because I have a laptop essentially and can only use that. So thanks for watching. I will add a second part of this related to the resolution of this. I'll probably add it either as a segment of this video or a separate video. So thanks for watching.